National Football League.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His team's had their ups and downs early on, 3-3 through the first 6 games. On the other sideline, the Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And the Steelers first down.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Lucas Van Ness. He's in there for the sack. It's his third of the year.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, Rodgers. Whoa! And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
A gain of a yard.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He's got the first down and more than that. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down.
10 yards. And the Packers first down. It's a gain of 10.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A tight end in motion now. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers.
On second down, Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5.
In motion, Reed. Throwing on second down, Love. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll manage to get to the 33. The veteran, Kenny Clark, in on the stop. It is 2nd and 6. Play action now with Rodgers. Get this to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
On third down, Rodgers.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. He's got a man. That's Watson. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 19 yards. And a Packer first down.
He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Love to throw. They've got it. This pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. That's the 4th time All-Pro T.J. Watt getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. This one up top for Dobbs. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. And he'll bring this to about the 25. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Now a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. To return, it's Nixon. And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 45-yard line.
Love to throw it on first down. This one is caught by Reed. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
At the Steelers' 47.
Love to throw. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
10 yards. And the Packers.
They'll run with Jacobs. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Here's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. 15 yards through the air. First down, Packers.
That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
First down.
Jacob. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal. To throw is Love, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Steelers' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
At the 13-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he's taken down up past the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Edgerrin Cooper getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. Here's Rodgers. Right back to Warren again. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Steelers.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward and will give him 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 31.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Brings up the 3rd down.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Kaiser White. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down, Packers.
Love. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
in the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Metcalf makes the grab again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third down, they need 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On first down, it's Love. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
You could almost hear the conversations on the sideline. So they spend the halftime talking about, we can't let up. We've got to come back and extend our lead here to start the second half. And they come out and get a huge boost with a terrific kickoff return.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side, in the hands of Watson. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Packers, 1st down.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score, Packers 14, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Rodgers now. They drop this down to Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Crazy. That's screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
Up third and 2.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6 at the Packers.
A run out of the gun with Warren. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A run here with Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
Johnson. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal. Rodgers to throw. On the run to the right. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
That's caught by Golden, right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
To throw is Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And Those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run. Johnson. Ooh. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down for Aaron. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and 1.
Play action now with Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Steelers first down.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Micah Parsons on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Once again, it's Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Third and 11.
It's third and 11.
Throwing, Rodgers. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one breaking up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. In motion, it's Golden. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
7 yards.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
This one out to Watson, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. On comes the Packers punting team. And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on first and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard.
At the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Rodgers. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw is Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Love. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll go for it. Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And the Packers, 1st down.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Packers 1st down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to throw yourself back in it.
21, Steelers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That'll be caught It's Metcalf. And he will score. Game on. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. The all-pro Cameron Hayward. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
This returnable from inside is on 40. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, Rodgers. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
They need one right now. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Xavier McKinney. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. 3rd down and 9. In motion, Reed. Look go play action with Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
Here's Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 more yards.
Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
It's second and inches at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
It's third down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Here's Love. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
For a Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll run with Jacobs. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
Tackled by Matt Robinson. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.